My name is Sonia Marie. I'd like to share with you the 5 successful tips that have helped me through adversity. The first step that I made was actually by accident. I actually was trying to research a person's personality that I was close to because they were driving me crazy, but I stumbled upon my own personality, and that changed everything. I no longer worried about the other person. I worried about who I was and what I found. I found that my personality was basically a people pleaser, nurturer, and this could be a very, very dangerous personality to have. And upon researching in further detail, it made me go back into my life and basically to the events that had happened. When I was just a little girl, I was molested by my uncle. And at that point, that began my people-pleasing nature because of the fact that he had told me to keep my mouth shut or someone would get hurt. So I kept my mouth shut. Instead of running and telling my mom what happened, I kept it held within myself. And not only did that begin that aspect of my life, it also put me through a suicidal mode that up until my later years, it continued on. And I never understood it till I researched my personality. In my teens, I was beaten severely by close family members to a point where it was with belt buckles, with blow dryers. I was dragged through the streets, thrown through windows, downstairs. I had a close person that I knew and loved at one point put a gun to my head. He had put one bullet in there, put the gun to my head, and pulled the trigger. So why did I deal with it? Why did I stay? Why did I say anything? Why did I keep going back for more? Well, when I researched my personality, I found that it was because I thought I deserved it. And that's what a dangerous, my personality, that's what danger brought to me, is because I thought I deserved all that horrible stuff that I stayed there. So when I found that out, I realized I wasn't crazy anymore. I was a child, and I was acting out to an aftermath of being raped. And it wasn't just once, it was several times, so it empowered me to realize I wasn't crazy. When I tried to kill myself, when I wanted to die, it was because of that. And so now that I know, I was able to deal with it. So if anybody is out there that needs to understand themselves the way I needed to understand myself, you can log on to personalitytypes.com. Go to Amazon.com, research books. There's a ton of books out there, and Barnes & Noble. The internet is filled with information for you to help yourselves to grow as a person. The second one is that, the second tip is to make the changes. Once I found out about myself, I was able to make the changes and to be a better person and to not be that person that always had to make other people happy. I was able to say no, to put my foot down, and it rounded me. It gave me a rounded, more personality, and I was able to be happier and just embrace life more. And the third tip is to love who you are as a person. There's the loving yourself that can be haughty. I'm not referring to that. I'm referring to as, don't let people demean you. Don't let people put you down. Don't allow people to make you feel worthless. If that's the type of people that are in your life, you need to cut them out. They're cancerous. You need to fill yourself with positive people, and you need to be positive. And once you have all that, then you're only going to go up. So cut out all the negativity. The fourth tip I have is to never, ever, ever give up. Once I got myself to a point where I felt I was getting healthy emotionally, I had an automobile accident that I was rendered disabled. Literally from a debilitating condition called fibromyalgia. I couldn't walk, and what this condition does, it attacks every aspect of your life. It brings depression, insomnia. It just engulfs you, and so I couldn't walk, and I couldn't do anything. I had pity parties, many of them, but then I put on my boxing gloves, and I started fighting again for my life, and I started doing more research on that illness, and I found that a lot of it was that could help me was eating properly, finding the right foods to stop the pain, and then to help me get energy. So basically that's what I had to do, was research again what can help me, and also removing, once again I said about the toxic people in your lives. You had to remove that, because toxicity in relationships can bring a lot of stress and pain also. So once I got that part of my life more in gear, as far as feeling better and so forth, I was able to walk again, remembering. I can remember probably too much, but my sleeping, I sleep every single night like a baby. It's just amazing when you don't give up the amount of success you can find within yourself as a person. So the fifth one is always believe in yourself. I always believed that there was something for me, and at this point for myself, I have become a wellness coach, and I've always been intrigued with the health industry. So that's what I'm into right now, and I found that it has really sustained me as a person of doing something that I truly love. I want to help people, rather if it's through emotional, if it's through helping them to learn how to eat properly. I am willing to do so because I want to help save lives. The reason why we're here in this setting is my little girl, Crystal, is buried here in Fairhaven, and this is where she's at. Right in here is my daughter. Well, I know she isn't in there, but this is where I come to visit her, and she died at 10 years old, nearly 16 years ago, and she died of a heart condition. And there are so many needless deaths. There are ways that I realize now that I could have helped her heart condition. And she may very well have been with me today, with all of us, bringing so much joy. So my mission in life is to help people to understand the value of life, appreciate it. So in order to get to that point, do whatever you have to do in order to be a success in your life. Thank you. Thank you for the time of letting me in speaking to you about this. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it to be valuable information.